I thought we'd start off big today. I'm here in Fukuoka at the Mandarake in Tenjin, and I've surveyed the showcase, and I believe that I have found the most expensive game in the whole shop, and that is Samurai Spirits Day Special for $2,500. I've never actually heard of this before. I know Samurai Spirits. What do we call it in America? Samurai Showdown, I think? But here we've got Samurai Spirits Day. It's already really expensive, going for $900 at a B grade. But then its revised title over here is $2,500, and Lord knows why. But it's a Neogeo game, so any one of these are going to be out of my price range. We've got, what have we got? Galaxy Fight, Gangan Realistic 3D Battle. A lot of these, I'm not too super familiar with a bunch of Neogeo games, so it's not like I'm going to go out and fork over the $200 for them. But they're still nice to look at, nice big boxes. We've got some Master System and Mark III games, and then weirdly enough, we have some American games. Dragon Ball Z, do you want Booze Fury for $100? What about a Game & Watch Gallery Advance for $100? Or Stuntman, never been opened, $80. Do you want that? Could also get that. This is actually a pretty, it's not, I mean, it's okay. It's pretty good. You know, considering how the price has exploded on Neo Geo CD stuff, the Neo Geo CDZ, however, has still remained in the $200, $250 price range, which is what you can pick this one up for. I think they would have gotten more expensive by now, considering that the normal one, that's actually pretty good. Look at that Neo Geo CD. The top loader in the box. The box isn't in great condition, but $100 for a top loader in the box, it's pretty good. And what have we got down here? We've got Mother 3. This is the Game Boy Advance Mini. Really tiny, smaller than even a cell phone. I don't think they don't even. Oh, here, yeah. See, this is what it looks. This is what it looks like. Only the Mother Edition. Oh, there's this, except it's red and has Mother 3 on it, is in here, and also comes with the game, I believe. And it can be yours for $400. Or you can get the limited edition Famicom color variant for $200, or one that's a little bit less. It's got like one scratch that you could only see under a microscope, and that'll save you $40. What else have we got? Oh, we got a Neo Geo CD stick going for, I think, $10. That's really, really good. And then we've got the Neo Geo itself for $300, which is really good in the box, except it does not have the manual. You can see right there, it's apparently the console and the box are in a C grade, meaning that they're pretty good by my American standards, but no manual, no sale. Unfortunately, I need that manual. How much is the PC? Whoa! A complete in-box PC Engine Core Graphics 2 for $300. There we go. Or you can get one out of the box, $70. Not bad. That's not bad, actually. This Mandarake. Mandarake kind of is overpriced sometimes. But the one in Fukuoka is pretty good. I've been coming here for, oh my god, almost 6 years now. And yeah, sometimes they're overpriced, but I bought a lot of stuff from this store, because usually the deals are pretty good. And we got, oh man, some, what is this? $100 Xbox 360 shooting game by Cave. I'm actually not familiar with Pink Sweets or Muchi Muchi Polku. Don't know much about that. Or you can get this one for $60. It's a limited edition, but I don't know what it is. Never heard of that one. And then here are some apparently rare PS2 games. PS2 games are starting to go up in price, and that is really worrying, because if PS2 games will go up in price, then what the hell is going to happen to all the other games? And I wanted to draw particular attention to this game here. This is it's called Gason USA, which is like an arcade in America. It's a collection of 32 Midway arcade titles. It's just a disc of ROMs, and it's also going for, let me peek. You can buy it in B condition for about $120, or get this A-graded copy, mint condition, for about $190. Which is insane to me, because if PS2 games are starting to get up to the $200 range, retro gaming is in trouble, folks. However, we've got this, we've got Metal Wolf Chaos. We've got 2 different copies at $100. It's the one Xbox game that I want to get, but I just haven't bitten the bullet yet. But if you don't know about Metal Wolf Chaos, it is a Japan exclusive game that I believe was voice acted in English. It never came out in America, and it's about, I think you're either the president or, you are the president of the United States, and you fly that mech over there because the vice president is trying to take over the country. And I just thought that story was phenomenal, but I still haven't played it yet. We've got Pocket Pikachu. I used to have one of these when I was a kid. I don't know where it went. I hope I still have it. I gotta find that. And we've got an American, foreign version of Samurai Showdown, non-Japanese, for $100? Why? And then, here's another great, one of the weird things about Japan is that the Fatal Frame games, they're fairly popular in Japan, but the ones that came out for the Xbox are very expensive. You see here on the right, I'm pointing to it right here, Fatal Frame 2. This is an unopened copy, and it's worth $400, thereabouts. I mean, well, with the exchange rate, it's more like $350, but whatever. Any other good games? Mandarake not only sells, I'm just going to do a quick turnaround from the showcase. If you look over here, we've got all kinds of different toys. Mandarake is kind of like just a general otaku collector's shop. So it's got a lot of cool stuff going on. But I'm just focusing on the video games for now, and maybe we'll just look at the showcase. Time is limited. But there's a lot to talk about even in the Fukuoka store, which is kind of small compared to the other Mandarakes that I've been to, especially the ones in Tokyo. But here we've got LSD, and this is a, I don't want to say unknown, but I would say probably cult. I think it's an RPG. I actually haven't played it, but I saw it on price charting once. So that means people in America must know about it. I've never actually, I think the people behind Moon made it. It's going for $200. It's one of the more expensive PlayStation games, and much like the PlayStation 2, PS1 games are really starting to peak. I mean, I've seen a shooter go for about $300, which is pretty insane. Like a PS2. But what's not insane is Dodonpachi, which I love and is phenomenal. And you should play it if you haven't already. What else have we got? We got cotton for $100, cotton for $150. That's not crazy. We've got cotton up there, and then we've got down here, just to see up the Sega Saturn, we've got cotton 2 going for $150 as well. Oh, and it's unopened? Huh. That's weird. Cotton 2 is usually pretty expensive anyways. Anything special? No, just kind of... We've got an unopened copy of Final Fantasy 2 on the PS2, $50. Nothing crazy though. Nothing. Moon is supposed to be very good. I have it. I haven't played it yet. $100 seems a bit expensive. I think I picked my copy up for like $60. So you just gotta look around. It's got. I mean, it does have the. I've mentioned this in a lot of videos before, but you'll notice this copy here of Shin Megami Tensei, it has Japanese CDs come with these spine things called obi. Like you'll see it here. You see it here on this copy of Geppy X. If it's got the obi, if it's got that little belt thing on the side, that's worth some money. And sometimes it can be worth tens or even hundreds of dollars sometimes. I'm trying to see if they have 2 copies of the same game, but one without the obi, and I can't see any yet. But if I see it, I'll note it. I've seen it change the value, like for an expensive game, like say maybe even for Radiant Silvergun. Here it's $200. You could probably $200 for this B grade copy. This A grade copy is $250, and I bet if it didn't have the OB, maybe you could get it for $150, maybe $180. Really love to start getting into Dreamcast shooters. Most of which, these are mostly Dreamcast shooters. We got Ikaruga over here. On the bottom is an unopened copy for $200. On top, we've got it for $100. Under Defeat is supposed to be really good. One of those Dreamcast shooters that I'd love to play. Only I don't got $100 for Under Defeat yet. I got Zero Gunner. I haven't seen a $200 Dreamcast game yet, except for Border Down, which I think was a late Dreamcast shooter. That's the only super expensive Dreamcast game I've ever seen, and this is a shooter, so it makes sense. Why do shooters, why do my favorite games always go up in price? And then we've got the PC Engine games down here. If you want to pick up a $300 PC Engine in the box, you can then pick up some nice rare games for it. Another system I'm not super familiar with yet, but I'm always working on it. What do we got here? Oh, we got cotton for 150 bucks. Interesting. Try and zoom in there. So the light's not super good. I think I actually appreciate what Mandarake does in that they keep the things behind the glass and they also don't light up the games. Because what happens is, if you look at those bright lights up there, and even if you look at the toys are lit up. But the thing about games is that if you put them underneath those really harsh lights, the lights, they just degrade the condition of the boxes or the cases. And so you've got fading on all the manuals and everything, and things just lose their value and they just don't look as good. And so I really like that while it's not really great for the folks at home, it's good for the collectors and the preservationists who want to keep their games in good condition. I guess if I don't have time to show you around, this is just a quick once over. You got Famicom games over here. Got Super Famicom over here. These are all the games that are loose but aren't super rare. You got some uncommons in there, but the rare stuff they keep in the showcase over here. Let's go up top. They've got Wild Guns for $200. Then we've got Bubsy, which I think they just came out with. They came out with a new one. That's 40. The old one, however, will cost you 40 bucks. And then they've got Final Fight Tough, which I really want to get, but it's 80 bucks, and I don't quite have the cash for it yet. But one of these days, I'm hoping I hope someone doesn't grab it before I do. However, I've also got, if I do pick it up, I also want to get it with Bucky O'Hare, which I know is it's pretty rare in America, and it's uncommon here. This is actually the first time I've seen it in a while. Then we've got Gimmick for $600, which is pretty good in the box. I'd say $700 would be a fair price. That's what I've seen it go for before. Then we've got who is this? Takahashi Meijin no Boken Shima 4. This is famous for being the last Famicom game ever released. And to fit, it is $250. Got DuckTales 2, $100 in the box. Oh yeah, here's Chippendale Rescue Rangers, complete, the Japanese version, $250. We've also got Metal Storm, which is an amazing game. It's actually kind of short. I picked it up for $100. This copy is about 180, 170. And I mean, if you're good at video games, if you're a professional gamer like me, you can probably beat that in a day. But it's still really fun. Then we've got Castlevania here. Castlevania in Japan is really expensive. It was a late game. So we've got that going for, like, say $300. That's actually pretty good. Sometimes you can find it loose for 90, maybe 100. Famicom games have kind of leveled out. They're definitely not getting as expensive as, say, the Super Famicom games, which are getting freaking expensive. We've got, I don't even know what the English for this is, but it's one of the top 10 rarest Super Famicom games. Gurume Sentai. Kanji's hard to read when it's weirdly stylized like that, but it is a $500 game. Then we've got two copies of Double Dragon, Return of Double Dragon. It's going $100. Then we go to the other rarest games for the Super Famicom. Right in a row, we've got Wild Guns going for $700 in the box. Undercover Cops, $400 in the box. That's pretty good. And then we got Majuo for $700. Holy crap. What else do we have? So that's the Super Famicom games. How much are they selling? $180. Oh, there we go. $180 for Dracula X. I don't even know what the American price is for that. What else have we got? But can't believe. Well, I guess it's not open, but still $100 for Baten Kaitos 2. It's I guess it's fairly rare. Don't see it that much. Then, interestingly, we have a complete in-box copy with an adapter of Kid Icarus from, I believe it's the American copy. Yeah, I think so. That's right. I don't know. We see American games here every once in a while. And then the game I most want is Castlevania Bloodlines for the Sega Genesis. But here, it is a $600 game. and I don't got that kind of scratch. So maybe one day. One day hopefully when the prices start to collapse, people start selling their collections, I will grab Castlevania Bloodlines, which they call Vampire Killer here, which I thought was really cool. Then over here we've got Bionic Commando, which they call the Hitler's Revival. It's going for 180 bucks or 220, depending on what condition you want. Battletoads, they have it, $300. Pretty expensive here. Not like America. And we've got, interestingly, Rockman 2 used to be pretty expensive. I would say it probably would have been a $200 game, but now it's going for $140, which is interesting. I wonder if I think in Japan, the re-releases of stuff, I do think start to affect retro prices. We got Turtles in Time, $150 in the box. Little bits of damage, but nothing crazy. Nothing that would prevent me from buying one of these games, I would think. And if you want some of the more modern stuff, Mandarake does sell modern stuff. Got the beautiful Lightning version 1, PlayStation 3. A beautiful console. 150 bucks is not bad, not great, but also not bad. Could be worse, could be better, but it could also be worse. It's some, I guess, rare-ish 3DSs, still going for about $200. Well, I guess $160. I guess see, they don't include the tax in their prices, so I guess if you adjust for about the 10% you gain from the exchange rate, you got to include that 10% as well. Unless you're visiting, then you can actually buy a lot. Mandarake does tax-free, so you can actually save like 8% on all the games you're buying. But since I'm a resident, I don't get to take advantage of that. Oh, let's finish it out. We got a few minutes left. Hopefully you guys can see this, but we got Contra 3. That's going for 20 bucks. Super Mario World, $10. Well, we got Sonic Blast Man. Never played this. Never actually heard of Sonic Blast Man. I've seen it around, but I've never heard anybody sing the praises of Sonic Blast Man. What do we got? We got Mega Man 7, 10 bucks. We got Mickey's Magical Adventure 3 for $27? What happened? That's like a $10 junk game at best. We got anything good? Anything good? So you see here, these are, Beauty and the Beast. How much is Beauty and the Beast? $3. You see, we got tons of Super Famicom games. Super Famicom has been in terms of price, fastest growing console in Japan these last few years. Although I wonder what's going to happen to the PlayStation, because I bet the PlayStation... I'm really afraid of what's going to happen to PlayStation games, man. Let's focus. There we go. Let's focus. Mario Twins for $12, and we got Garfield, $12. We've got the Castlevania Sideshow going for $20 bucks. So we got Double Dragon. Ooh, yeah, Double Dragon, 30 bucks. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I think $20 would be a much more fair price, but that's just me. That's just me. Always. What else have we got? Well, I kind of wanted to limit this video to the showcase, but I had a lot to yap about. Double Dragon 3. Never play this. It's awful. I bought it in the box. That was a mistake. It's pretty cheap though, so I guess I don't completely regret it. Mandarake's got all kinds of games from all kinds of systems. And it's a bit intimidating because they keep them in these plastic shells. And they don't really have like they don't have like a recommendation corner or anything. So it's really up to you to start flipping through things and finding something you want. But if you do your research ahead of time, find the games you want, find out their Japanese titles, it should be easy enough to find. But I think I'm going to call it here because I'm about to hit the limit on my phone. I'm not going to be streaming for a few weeks because I will be in America. That's in fact why I'm here. I'm about to get on a plane tomorrow. So let's end it on Final Fight Guy for $70 for the Japanese version. Might even have the CD with it. Oh, nope, this one does not. That's maybe why it's only $70. But that's been it for me. I've been Jay Contra in the Mandarake in Fukuoka, Tenjin. Thanks for watching, and mahalo.